learned something new today that some people here probably know, others will fall victim to or not know. And it's simply put that everything in your imagination is simply imagination. It is not what reality is truly like. And we conjure up these things to make our lives seem more interesting. But the truth is that reality is not really a reflection of our imagination. It's a lot more predictable and sometimes more mundane. And what I mean by that is simply put, I go to university, and two of the basketball players for university, which we actually won the national championship last year, and they were just playing pickleball today at the university. And it's nice to observe these people because these guys are worth millions of dollars and they never have to work again, and they're like 22, and they're literally no different than everybody else is playing pickleball. They're playing music, having fun, chatting, and the only difference is that they were a hell of a lot taller than us, and there's no real difference. If I did not know who they were, I would not have been able to tell that they were D1 basketball players that won a national championship. And all of that is to say that you have this idea in your brain, some of you, that other people are better than you in some way, or that you were maybe not dealt a good hand of cards. But the reality of the situation is, if I put you in a room, or you were put in a room with 10 other successful people, the odds, with no context of what they did or who they were, the odds that you would know that they were at all better off than you in the cards they've dealt were pretty low. If I had run into these basketball players, I would have thought they were just normal people going to play pickleball. They're D1 basketball players. You can't tell just by looking at them. The only thing you know is through media and the way that it tells you, and simply talking to them. They are just normal people. There's, of course, something different occasionally in their brain, and they work harder, but they're no different than we are. Listening to the same music, doing the exact same thing, having the exact same good time. Nothing at all is different. They just tried a little bit harder than everyone else. That's it. Some of them have natural talent, but of course the old quote goes that hard work beats talent. When talent doesn't work hard. And so you have all these guys, and the odds are, just by looking at them, you'd have no idea whether they were talented and they got lucky, or that they worked hard. But the reality is, simply put, that it is either that, talent or hard work. But if you have talent and you work hard, you're pretty much going to beat out everybody else. And I don't know, that's just something that I had on my mind, is met these people and they are just completely normal people. Like, I couldn't even tell. And I wonder how many people I run into on a daily basis that are highly successful that you just have no idea. And so really, how much is separating you from being like them? Because to everybody else's perception, you're just like them. The only person's perception that's telling you that you're any different is yourself. And your idea of who they might be based on what the media has told you, or what YouTube has said, or what their Instagram stories say. But reality is, these guys are on TV, and there's news reports, and they're talking about them all the time, and then you meet them in person, and they're just like everyone else, and nothing that the news says sticks. And that's pretty much all of reality. Like, the stuff that you've been fed in your imagination is probably not an accurate reflection of how certain people actually are, which really just means that you're a lot more free to do what you actually want to do than you think. The world's a huge place, and there's a lot of special people that you don't know are special, and there's a lot of people that aren't special, and you have no way of knowing. And so, stop comparing yourself to people, because the reality is they're probably not any different than you. You just have this idea in your brain that they are, and they're probably not.